In case you guys missed it, this morning, Supercell added one of, if not the strongest troop ever in Clash of Clans, the Broom Witch. And this troop, I mean, I don't even know what to say. It is just so incredibly broken. Originally, I was going to make a video talking about the Broom Witch and the other event troops, as well as this army right here. But throughout the course of the day, I saw about 10 to 20 YouTubers also post the same thing. So I figured I'm not going to show it off. And plus, with this army here, it literally takes zero skill at all. You can just place everything down on one tile and just absolutely crush the base here. So I figured, I mean, there's no point of going over this. Unless you guys have mental disabilities, I think you can figure out how to run this attack here. So instead, in this video, what I'm going to be talking about is how to defend Broom Witches. And specifically, I'm going to be going over this base right here. This is a tweak that I did this morning. I'm going to be explaining what edits I made to the base and show you guys how you can also make similar edits or tweaks to your bases to be able to defend Broom Witches better. If you guys want top tier Legends bases, make sure to go and subscribe to the Saturn Legend sub. I'm running that sub right now with my two friends, PJ and Tapin, and we're providing you guys with top tier Legends bases. We've already posted 4 of these event bases today. So if you guys want to go and check that out, make sure to go and do that. The link is in the video description here. All right, so let's get into this base right here. First thing that you guys obviously already know if you've played the game at all is that the Broom Witches target wizard towers. You have to be very careful about where you're placing your wizard towers. Initially, when I was thinking about how to defend Broom Witches, I wanted to place the wizard towers into the core of the base, but it turns out it's actually not a good idea to do that because the Broom Witches can just go straight into the center, take out the wizard towers, and then spread out and taking everything out in the middle of the base, which we don't want. What we want is to form kind of a ring around the key defenses in the center where the Broom Witches won't path to. So we want to have the wizard towers somewhat on the outside of the base without having them too outside so that they can be easily sniped by the other Broom Witches. So where I chose to put them is around the second layer of defenses right here. So I have, I guess, 2 rings. One is the air fence, mortar, and Tesla there. And the second ring is the Expo, Wizard Tower, and Archer Tower on this side. So this way, if people try to use rocket loons to snipe the Wizard Tower, I have Teslas that pop up here, or they might get distracted by the mortar. Um, and we'll talk about the traps later. So that's the first thing, is making sure that they can't get easily sniped from the outside of the base by things like, yeah, like rocket loons, for example. Next up is we're trapping against the Broom Witches themselves to hit the wizard towers. So if you place a Broom Witch here, first thing is you'll notice all the black mines are in batches of 2 around the outside of the base. And these 2 black mines will hit the Broom Witch, instantly one-shot it, and it will drop all the little Broom Witch mites, I guess, which hit the giant bomb and get taken out. And if not, they'll still hit the mortar, Tesla, and the Tesla over here before they aggro onto the wizard towers, meaning that you might have to use more than 1 Broom Witch per wizard tower to take them out. And that's kind of the goal we have right there. And on this side, obviously, I'm hoping that people will try and take out these side defenses and enter into here because obviously this connects to the biggest damage in the base here. And on this side, I have the NATO trap here, and I have both air supers facing down this way because I think that most people will try and take out these 4 wizard towers and then enter into here using the Eternal Tome on the Town Hall area. So I have the sweepers here to hopefully push them back a little bit and make it harder for them to approach into that area. Next up, I have all of the giant bombs and traps all in this area right here so that the cloned mites or any CC troops that they try and bomb into the core of the base here will just get absolutely obliterated. That's kind of the idea here. I'm also using 4 air expos around the outside of the base. Really no point in using ground expos right now. You want to just damage those witches as much as possible, using 4 air skellies as well here because the Broom Witches will activate those air skellies, which will pop up in the middle of the base and be super annoying for you. And lastly, something you'll notice is I made a few tweaks to where the hero placements are. So the best counter to the Broom Witches are actually your defending heroes because they don't target heroes. So what most people do is they bring a Super Dragon and the minion prince into the middle of the base to hopefully take out the CC, the heroes. But when all of those things are stacked up in the core of the base here, along with the scaly traps, it just becomes really, really difficult for the minion prince to be able to take all of that at once. It will just get shredded by all those heroes. So hopefully these heroes in the core of the base can just continue to take out the rest of the Broom Witches. Also, the recommended CC for this base here is 15 archers and 1 super dragon. I've done a bit of testing and I found that this is the best way because when your troops are in the core of the base with the Broom Witches, you have no splash damage. So the 15 archers can stall the minion prince like crazy. Um, and also, I think at this point, there are only two types of bases that are viable. Double Rage with super, super stacked cores and Rage Invis. I really don't recommend you guys running double poison or poison rage bases. I just don't think the poison does anything at all to the witches, the broom witches. So make sure that you're using these double rage style of bases against the super witches. So this is kind of a bit of a shorter video. Hopefully I was able to explain this in depth about how I'm thinking about building this base and setting up the traps for it. I'll link the base in the video description here if you guys want to try it out. I'm personally going to be running this in Legends tomorrow, so I'll update you guys on how that goes. And to all the people in Discord, I'm going to continue to give you guys the best bases that I find and build. So hopefully you guys can get some nice defenses. At this point, we're just praying for one, I think, tomorrow. Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy the video, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.